Dave, tell me about this Empress of album that I neglected to listen to.
Yeah. Empress of was someone who I became aware of when her second album came out in 2018. Uh, First album 2015 called Me, second one called Us. Is American pop R&B singer, kind of a interesting genre blend, almost like avant-garde pop. She's been compared to Grime, she's been compared to FK Twigs. Um, but having heard this third album, I'm Your Empress of, which just dropped, there's a much more like dancey element to the production. I actually like this album the most of the three. And I would almost say like she almost reminds me more of like Janelle Monáe on her slower tracks. It's kind
Huh.
of hard to compare her to someone, but either way, I definitely recommend people at least jump in with this third album because this kind of avant-garde dancey pop, again, hard to explain, it is dope. Like there's a lot of like really fun songs on here, and I think she is a pretty good songwriter too. This is a little more wider in scope than the past stuff, which were much more focused on like relationship things. But either way, I would say definitely try and dive in. There's a few tracks, Bit of Rain, You Give It Up, Give Me Another Chance, and Maybe This Time were the four I really dug. And she's not a popular artist at all. She's in any kind of dance pop lane. She is far from Dua Lipa, and that's pretty obvious. Um, but and I didn't see a whole lot of like attention being given to this album. It was really just something I was just on the lookout for because I knew the last one got a lot of love. But I was happy I listened to it, and I would definitely recommend people give it a shot just because I think we're seeing this now. The album uh, release calendar is starting to dry up, at least for the next month or so. So anything that looks like it was put out the way the artist wanted to is worth your time. I think in this case, Empress of she said she made this all at her home studio in LA in between tours, which I think is kind of impressive because it
Hmm.
sounded like she made this pretty fast. But this is definitely my favorite album of hers thus far, and pretty
Uh,
short, so definitely listen to it.
So it feels like a progression for you.
Yeah, I'd say so. The other stuff was a lot more like softly spoken,
Hmm.
but the production there was just not like any like big production like there is on
Hmm.
this one, which whether she sticks to this lane or not, I'm not sure, but I liked it a lot.